can lock your doors, but you can't lock the madman out of your mind. Maniac. No one under 17 admitted.
It's tough to breathe if you're just a head in a paper bag. It's hard to creep without a body. And look what's happening to her as she walks up the staircase. See the little metal man with his great big knife. The doctor makes his last house call. House of Crazy. See what the author of Psycho has written now.
Blackula. Blackula. Dracula's soul brother. Deadlier even than he. More horrifying than Dracula. Blackula. Rated PG.
They came from another planet to destroy the Earth. Giant spiders crushing, clawing, killing, wreaking havoc. There was no place to hide from them. They were everywhere. Could anything stop the giant spider invasion? Beware, the spiders are coming.
The alien terror is here on Earth. And the only ones who've seen it are running for their lives. Without warning, rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check newspaper for times.
House of Exorcism, starring Telly Savalas, Elke Sommer, Silva Koshina, and Robert Alda, locked in the grip of the ultimate evil.
There's nothing you can do. It's already happened.
I exorcise you from this house.
The House of Exorcism, rated R.
Marilyn Chambers. She's desperate.
Better come quick and get me.
She's dangerous. And her victims are rabid. Rabid. A terrifying film starring Marilyn Chambers. Rabid. Pray it doesn't happen to you. Rated R.
To throw a pass and we end up with a guy who can't even catch the ball.
She has the power.
You've just got to come see us in our new movie, Satan's Cheerleaders.
We've got the power.
We're rated R.
One aroused your fear like no movie before it. Then, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, two continued the legend. Now, for the first time, the terror of Jaws will not stop at the edge of the screen. The all-new Jaws 3D, the third dimension, is terror.
At a cinema near you. Check press for details.
You live through 1,000 torments of sheer shock as vampires, demons, and ghouls meet the hideous wolf monster in Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. Don't miss Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. It's a super shock spectacle of hideous horror in Chillerama 70 and gory color. Rated GP.
What do these things want, and why are they here?
They're running the whole show.
I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
Blind us to the truth.
Look, I've got one that can see.
Look at them, they're everywhere.
John Carpenter. They Live. Rated R.
Starts Friday, November 4th at theaters everywhere.
Stephen King, master of modern horror, has written his first movie. As usual, it contains lovable pets, classic cars, adorable kids,
Help me!
and of course, a monster or two. Stephen King's Cat's Eye, rated PG-13. Starts Friday. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
In the basement of one of the country's leading medical schools, Dr. Edward Jessup, candidate for a Nobel Prize, floats naked in total darkness. The most terrifying experiment in the history of science is out of control, and the subject of the experiment is himself. Altered States. Rated R.
Now in Selected Engagements. Opens this Friday at theaters near you. Check newspapers for local listing.
I thought the movie was completely great. It was the most brutal brains and guts I've ever seen in my life. It was hot. I mean, it was so scary. I was jumping out of the seat.
I hid through about half of it.
Blows Texas Chainsaw away.
Evil Dead 2.
It's a classic horror film.
Dead by Dawn.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
No man has ever provoked such terrible fear and such haunting desire. Dracula.
Oh God, help my poor soul.
Sacrilege! Dracula. Rated R.
Alexandria High School, class of '81. All the students are going to hell, except for Andrew. He sent them there. Fear no evil. It'll scare the devil out of you. Rated R.
Starts tomorrow.
What begins as a pleasant day of hiking in the woods becomes the day of the animals.
Lily, Ramona, Kathy. Live for kicks, but someone's killing for kicks. You will feel their terror. You will see their horror. Death screams. Rated R.
They thought they had buried her forever. The Awakening. Rated R.
Remember those idyllic scenes out of your childhood? Crisp winter nights, sleigh bells, crackling Yule logs? Remember those? Remember them well. After Black Christmas, they'll never be the same again. Black Christmas. If this movie doesn't make your skin crawl, it's on too tight.
Rated R.
Abracadabra, I sit on his knee. Presto, changeo, and now he is me. Hocus pocus, we take her to bed. Magic is free. We're dead.
Josephine Levine presents Magic, a terrifying love story starring Anthony Hopkins, Anne Margaret, and Burgess Meredith. Rated R.
Welcome to Central High, where the rich kids really get away with murder. This year, the in crowd has a real problem, because this year there's a new kid, and he doesn't like to be pushed around. He lives by the golden rule: do unto others, and make it permanent. You've got 3 minutes. Welcome to Central High. You're just in time for a massacre. Massacre at Central High, rated R.
They are young. They are free. And the sea is filled with promise. But they are not alone. Below a killer waits. Tintorera, tiger shark. There's a monstrous killer churning up the sea. Tintorera, tiger shark, rated R.
Flesh Feast, the ultimate in horror. Living human bodies used for the most vile experiment ever devised. See Veronica Lake as the evil of vengeance smoldering in her unforgiving heart erupts on the screen in a grisly orgy of hideous horror. Don't miss Flesh Feast. Your flesh will crawl.
From a world of fear and darkness comes a creature so monstrous, no one dares speak its name.
Can't you call it off?
Nothing can call it off. Pumpkinhead, rated R.
Starts Friday, October 14th at the Showcase Cinema.
Before Halloween. Before Friday the 13th. Before A Nightmare on Elm Street. There was... Now he's back. Popcorn. Buy a bag. Go home in a box. Rated R. Starts Friday, February 1st at theaters everywhere.
What began as a vacation ended as a nightmare.
Turn the lights on, please.
The hills have eyes.
That was a bad mistake.
The hills have eyes. The story of an American family who lost everything except the will to survive. The hills have eyes.
They walk among us. They look like us. They have a power far greater than we've ever seen before. And they have decided to destroy us. You have everything to look forward to. Except tomorrow. End of the world.
There is a passageway to the most evil place you can imagine. A gate behind which the demons wait to take back what was once theirs.
You mean you guys were serious about that demon stuff?
Pray, it's not too late. Again, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
Come, look into the eyes of hell, through the magic of 3D. Come, plunge into the world of diabolical terror, weird, fearful. See it into the eyes of hell. Come, thrill to the new experience of 3D in the eyes of hell. Also on the same program, Explosion, starring Don Stroud.
Now, you can see what actually did happen to the girl in room 2A.
Forgive me. There is no forgiveness.
Girl in room 2A, a prison in hell.
Adulteress.
featuring Ralph Belloni. Girl in Room 2A, A Prison in Hell. Rated R.
Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. New York has a new problem. Rated R. Starts Friday, July 28th at theaters everywhere.
Black belt against black magic in the greatest battle of all time. As the seven brothers and their sister meet Dracula. Die, Dracula, die! See the 10,000-year-old monster disintegrate before your eyes.
Remember the good old days when guns killed people?
You have the right to remain disgusting.
Corpses didn't talk back.
How do you fight this thing? Maybe we could drown it in A1 sauce.
And cops who died for the force stayed that way.
Sit down.
Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo, Dead Heat. Rated R.
Prepare yourself for the ultimate battle. Galaxy of Terror.
Stranded astronauts Edward Albert and Erin Moran, trapped in a living maze of terror on a world spawned by their darkest nightmares. It's been waiting 1 billion years to scare you to death.
Galaxy of Terror.
Killer fish. From a robbery that's incredible, to a rendezvous that's undetectable, to a recovery that's impossible. On an island paradise, they search for treasure, they search for pleasure, and they search for flesh. Killer fish. The terror will tear you to pieces. Rated PG.
In a little California town, life seemed so easy. Until that night when terror stalked and things could never be the same. Slits, born from a nuclear hell. In the classic tradition of Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Thing, comes now the most horrifying of them all. Slithis. 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 Rated PG.
You are about to journey beyond fear, beyond terror, in a major motion picture so frightening, it will devastate you totally. The Brood, David Cronenberg's ultimate experience in inner terror. They're waiting for you. The Brood. Rated R.
She is Daniela, possessed with an evil that is older than time itself. An evil that turns her life into a bloody nightmare. The legend of the Wolf Woman. Now you can see Daniela's reincarnation in a true story so brutal, so horrifying, that it was kept from the public for over a century. The legend of the Wolf Woman. Rated R.
In every neighborhood, there is one house that no one will enter. Now, Wes Craven, the director of A Nightmare on Elm Street, takes you inside.
She's been feeding that thing between the walls again.
Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs, rated R, starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
7 Doors of Death. The author of Texas Chainsaw Massacre calls it one of the best horror films I've ever seen.
Who else is here? Nobody here.
Two beautiful girls trapped in a nightmare of supernatural horror. A fiendish poltergeist waiting to unleash its sinister revenge. See Seven Doors of Death, rated R.
Starts Friday at Aquarius Showcase Theaters.
This is Rattlers, a tale of terror.
Take them with you to the desert when you go.
You were really lucky.
You'd better believe it.
Tell us exactly what happened.
There was one coiled on the ground in front of me, and I had to jump over him to get in.
This is Rattlers. What a way to die.
Stand perfectly still. He's right behind you.
Rattlers, striking soon. Rated PG.
Tony's father has been away a long time. Now, he's coming home.
Why did you come back?
I came back for you.
Extro, bearing black magic from outer space. His mission, to avenge, to possess, to destroy. Extro. Some extraterrestrials aren't friendly. From New Line Cinema, rated R.
Warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces, it's exactly what you think it is. Pieces. Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
Destroy all monsters. Massive armies versus mad monsters for possession of planet Earth. Destroy all monsters.
I cannot touch your body as a man would touch you, but my child shall live as a man among others. My child and yours.
In the privacy of a woman's room, against her will, the inconceivable act. Julie Christie carries the demon seed. Fear for her. Demon Seed, rated R.
Religious rites become obscene orgies. In Count Dracula and his vampire bride, the king of the undead marries the queen of the zombies. Who are the living and who are the dead? As the two masters of menace struggle, Count Dracula and his vampire bride, rated R.
Meet Arnold Masters. Arnold is very imaginative. He can think of millions of ways to murder.
I didn't come here to hurt you. I wanted to see you.
Should I be afraid of you?
I watched you make love to him. I wish it had been me.
The evil of the future has arrived. The Psychic Killer, rated PG.
He's there, behind the wall. You all tried to destroy him. But now, you had better be nice to Eric.
Eric Matthews is still alive.
Or Eric won't be nice to you. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, rated R.
Come with us to the forbidden chambers where the devil's men perform the secret rites of the land of the Minotaur. Those who enter the forbidden chamber of the Minotaur must die. The land of the Minotaur.
I've heard of raising spirits from the dead by incantations, right? I did that by playing a record backwards. These evil people have just got to be stopped.
What have you done to your stereo?
I wanted the new one.
Trick or Treat, rated R. Starts Friday, October 24th at theaters everywhere.
Now, American International brings to the screen H.G. Wells' most fantastic story, The Food of the Gods. Ecology goes berserk, transforming harmless insects and animals into huge and vicious beasts, preying on the flesh of humans. Imagine a rooster 6 feet tall, panther-sized rats hunting humans in packs. H.G. Wells' The Food of the Gods, for a taste of hell. Rated PG.
When was the last time you were startled by a sound in the night? What if this time it wasn't just the wind? What if this haunting sound kept you awake night after night? What if it was just a warning? What if it was the last sound you ever heard? When the screaming stops, you will never sleep alone again.
Now, Edgar Allan Poe's masterpiece, Murders in the Rue Morgue, inspires a new dimension in horror. A nightmare of suspense where terrifying dreams come true. Jason Robards defies the vengeance of a psychopathic killer who terrorizes a city. Murders in the Rue Morgue, rated GP.
Relax. Get ready to have fun. Because you've got a date with somebody special. The Mutations.
You may think you are normal, but you are all the product of mutations.
The Mutations. Rated R.
I'm a man, not a fish!
He dared the forbidden river, where adventure ends and hell begins. Man from Deep River. His was a reckless journey to the land of the violent, the sensual. Man from Deep River, adults only.
Whatever it is, it's alive and deadly.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
See it while it's still on the loose, before they get it in a straitjacket. It's alive. Rated PG.
That wasn't your father.
It was his face.
The Devil's Reign, starring Academy Award winner Ernest Borgnine, Eddie Albert, William Shatner, Keenan Wynn, and Ida Lupino as Mrs. Preston. Watch them become a melting hell on earth when The Devil's Reign, rated PG.
From the people who brought you Halloween, more of the night he came home. Halloween 2. There is no place to hide. He will always find you. Halloween 2. More of the night he came home. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.